A corporate letter to all food stores. I followed people's suggestion. I was a little upset, but I'm not overly nasty in the videos, and I speak about a shopping experience that I had, and I was upset at the fact that there were no cashiers on when it came time to check out. It was all self-checkout machines. And I was told by staff that I needed to use the self-checkout. So I did follow the suggestion. I uploaded these videos 3 days ago, and both of them received a lot of feedback really fast. So that means people do take notice, but the point of recording this video is to let all food stores know that I'm someone who likes to go shopping. I'm someone who likes to drive to your store, walk the aisles, browse around the products, and grab what I need. That's a job in itself. Choosing to drive someplace, taking the time to shop. So when you get up to the checkout, I really tried to force myself to do it, and I turned around and I said, no, it's the principle. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to think. I really just wanted to enjoy and just bag up my stuff and let the cashier scan me out and let me go about my business. I was being forced to do someone else's job after I chose to spend money in a food store. Now, I got many different point of views, and I do understand that some people feel you can't have it both ways. If you want low prices, you should scan yourself out. And then some people appreciate the cashiers because they enjoy shopping, and that's the way it is. You're going to have both sides. But not to have an option when I get to checkout. I'm letting food stores know that I uploaded a couple of videos. I vented, I guess, a little bit of a rant, but then I also followed the suggestion that, yes, I should write to corporate. It just happened to be a Walmart food store. Well, this goes for all food stores. I'm not targeting anyone out. I feel all food stores should be aware, all owners should be aware that you're going to have customers who love those machines, and you're going to have customers that aren't going to come and drive to your store, browse around, and shop because they're being forced to check out themselves. I mean, there are also people that appreciate people bagging their stuff, where I'm a customer, and this is a great suggestion for all food stores. There should be one cashier during prime time, at least, the busy time, that you can bag your own stuff. I used to love that when Pathmark had it. They always had one cashier line that you could bag your own products, and I loved it. So this is the letter that I wrote, and if you're listening instead of reading, on 1/21/20, I shopped at a Levittown Walmart neighborhood market. It's a food store, everyone. I live in Freeport, which is a few towns away. I decided to drive to the neighborhood market to stock up. I shopped at night. I arrived at the store about 9:30 p.m. I spent about 45 minutes shopping, and when I went to the registers to pay, I noticed there was not one human cashier working. I walked up to the person overlooking the checkout area to ask if any cashiers were on duty. She answered no, told me she was the only cashier on duty, and told me to use the self-checkout. I don't appreciate self-checkouts. It's not for me. I then asked the woman, when will the cashier return? And she told me an hour. I was willing to wait a little while, but not an hour. I then thought the woman said she would check me out. I got excited, but then she said she could not check me out. She then told me to use the self-checkout again. I felt you should know I was not happy when I left. I made the decision not to use the self-checkout. I told the woman I would put back the perishables and leave the cart here. She said thank you, and I went about my business. I also asked the woman if Walmart only had self-checkout open at nighttime. She said not usually, however, the cashier was on break. How can a store only have self-checkout open? Is not one human cashier available at nighttime? Is that normal? Is that their regular practice? Because I don't want to go there then if that's what they are going to do. I ask because I won't drive to Levittown at night if I have to use self-checkout to pay. Again, I'm one of those people that appreciates getting checked out by a person and not being forced to scan products, to weigh products, to punch in codes. If a price doesn't scan properly, gotta wait for assistance. I don't want to be bothered with those machines. It makes me feel like I'm being forced to work a job when in reality I'm a customer that chose to drive to a store to do her own shopping, and now she was being asked to self-check out, and I chose not to. So thank you for the input, everyone. I can't be the only one that feels this way, and the only way these companies are going to know what consumers want is by taking the time to write to corporate and fill them in on how you feel. Thank you for listening. And if you like the letter, let me know. Gig Life with Lexi was one of the people that suggested I write to corporate. Oh, I forgot the other channel, but I follow lead. Thank you for the suggestion. And have a